the full Jimmy Fallon treatment here. Wow. Hi, I'm Dierks Bentley, and this is Billboard News.
And I love the way that
What's up, y'all? We are in the middle of, I don't know where we are, middle of nowhere. But if you're seeing this, that means the album is getting ready to come out.
Hi everyone, I'm Jessica Nicholson here with Billboard News, and I'm here with singer-songwriter Dierks Bentley, whose 10th studio album, Gravel and Gold, is out February 24th. Dierks, it's so good to see you.
Great to always see you too, Jessica. Thank you so much.
So, 10th studio album, that is such a milestone for you. Like, how are you feeling about this project?
I feel so great about this project. I really do feel like it's my best representation of the kind of country music I've been trying to work on ever since I moved to town almost 30 years ago.
same old me with a hand on the shiner, same old me and this old guitar.
Feels right. It's something I'm really proud of. It's something that I'll be able to look back on for the rest of my life and be like, we put the time in, wrote the best songs we could, got the best band we could, put the time in after the studio to get it right. So it feels good.
And you did go into the studio a couple of times to make this project, scrap 2 different iterations of it.
Yeah.
So what was it about those first ones that maybe wasn't quite hitting the mark for you?
Every album is a little harder than the one before. I don't know why that is. It's just maybe a little, you care a little bit more. You never know if it's your last one. And this one was no exception. I started working on it in 2020 during the pandemic when I was out in Colorado and came back here ready to make it. Music is a hard thing to quantify. It's just it's either right or it's not in my mind. And the earlier stuff I was making was really great, but was it the right sound, all the pieces there for this 10th project? It just wasn't right. And also, just trying to get geared back up after the pandemic. I hadn't been in the studio much. It was just those earlier sessions were good to kind of get everything lubricated for the final push. I went back to Ocean Way, just up the street here. Made what is now Gravel and Gold.
I got brand new strings, but baby, I'm the same old me.
This is such a melding of the bluegrass stuff that you've done previously, the 90s country stuff, just mainstream country. It's such a mesh of everything.
My music has come a little bit of a compilation of all that. There's the commercial country stuff, but there's certainly the bluegrass, and there's the more traditional stuff, 90s country, that's all kind of tied into who I am, and I try to get that all into this album. So it is a melting pot of all the sounds that hopefully I've been identified with in the past, since 2003 when I came out. What was I thinking?
But what was I thinking?
That song really does capture what I've been trying to capture my whole career, and I feel like this album, all the songs tell a story of just that journey of mine from moving to Nashville in 1994 and discovering bluegrass music, and that really being the bedrock for where my music has sprung up from. Really, the story of the album though is gold, and that's why the album's called Gravel and Gold. It's about kind of falling back in love with Tennessee.
It might be gravel, but it feels like gold.
When I came back here, I just realized how much I love Nashville and how great this town's been to me, and the history I have here, the friends I have here. It's really a song about gratitude and just perspective, and so that was the underlying theme I think I had going into making the album.
You got nowhere to be if you don't come through, buddy, that's on you, cause the beer's on me.
Beer's on me, and those were fun songs and kind of needed songs at the time, coming out of this whole pandemic, just songs that feel good. But I really wanted to make an album that had great country songwriting where it's really, you pack a lot of emotion and feeling and a story into 3 minutes.
Cowboy Boots with Ashley McBryde, love it.
Yeah.
Obviously you've toured with her before, but how did she come to be on this song?
Everyone loves Ashley McBryde. She's such a great singer, and she's such a great personality, and just a great person to be around. And I was lucky enough to get a tour with her all last year and just watch her on stage. And I want to look for someone that's authentic to that song, and she rocks a mean pair of cowboy boots.
That's why they call them Cowboy Boots.
Let's talk visuals for a minute. I feel like with music videos, you are so intentional with the visual, the treatment, the meaning behind all of it.
The videos are so important. You could take a great song and a video can either make it better or make it worse. If the listener, it's like a movie. If you read the book and you have this vision what the story's about, and then you go watch the movie and it's like, oh, it's like kind of ruined the way I was feeling about it personally. It really can ruin the song.
Well, and you end this album on a high note.
Yeah.
So talk about that song. I love that Billy Strings is on it. How did he come to be part of it?
I want to have some bluegrass on this record, kind of bluegrass country stuff. And we cut that with drums and gave it a little bit more of a country rock feel. And Billy came and just, did his thing on it.
Going out on a high note.
A great song to go out on. Going out on a high note, a great way to end the project. My main focus, my main love is really being on the road with the guys and the show every night. And I want that whole experience to be so valuable. And I want it to be just not only for our fans, but also for us, because we're out there away from our families too. So just really making sure that experience is fun for them, fun for us, new every time. You know, right now we're working on new production, a new set for this year. It's going to be, you know, you plan these tours like they're their last one. I've done it from the very beginning because you never know. So you want to put everything you have into it, spend a bunch of money on the production, and really work on the set list and the show and try to take your fans on our rides.
Well, and speaking of touring too, and this kind of goes back to Ashley a little bit as well, I feel like you've been such a champion for female artists, whether that's collaborating with them, bringing them out on tours, but also artists of color. I mean, you've collaborated with Breland, you know, had an #1 song with Breland, and collaborated with the Warren Treaty. And what is your opinion of what more can be done just to support women and artists of color within the genre?
Oh yeah, as someone that loves great country songwriting, it's easy to support women that are making the best music, you know, and taking the most chances.
One shot from the top of the shelf, maybe two, what the hell, 'cause we've been on the rocks.
There's a lot happening, so it's an exciting time for country music. I think there's a lot of support within the industry. They're just needed in the genre. We need to keep, you know, expanding the boundaries. It's makes the genre more interesting.
Absolutely.
It's the love, the lessons, the gravel and gold.